Hi everyone, I am Yolanda Harper and wanted to give you guys a 2-for-1 today as far as Facebook Lives go. So Elena and I were on just a few minutes ago giving information on what anxiety symptoms feel like. But I also wanted to share some information today about neurofeedback and how neurofeedback can help with ADHD. So ADHD is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. So it's a combination of inability to focus and then some extra energy as far as impulse control and hyperactivity. So what is unique and really interesting about ADHD is that it is actually caused by an underactivation of the prefrontal cortex. So that the prefrontal cortex is right here in the front of the forehead, and it is the part of the brain that is responsible for logical, rational thinking. So when that part of the brain is underactivated or not as active as it needs to be for optimal functioning, what that means is that there is less top-down control. So less of the rational, logical prefrontal cortex action happening and more of the bottom down up. So the bottom up processing is all the stimulation, all the things happening in the environment cause that impulse, the difficulty with impulse control, right, and the hyperactivity. So what usually happens is that oftentimes there's some medication that is prescribed to help the prefrontal cortex come online more in a way that is more helpful to help with that top-down processing. Well, the medication is actually a stimulant. So think about it. If the prefrontal cortex is underactivating, then we need something to stimulate the activity in the prefrontal cortex. So that's part of the role of the medication. One of the challenges with that is that we don't really know long-term how the medication affects the brain, and especially the brains of our teens, our kids and teens, anyone under 25. So we don't really know how that is going to affect our teens long-term. And another challenge with the medication is that now our kids are using those stimulants sometimes inappropriately and using the medication, even if they don't have ADHD, to get high. So some challenges with the medication. So one of the unique things about neurofeedback is that it allows us to train the brain so that the neural pathways are towards the prefrontal cortex, and we're kind of strengthening the function of the prefrontal cortex through neurofeedback, and we're doing that naturally. We're doing that without medication. That helps with that top-down processing, and it helps inhibit the bottom-up. So we're improving the top-down, and we're slowing down that hyperactivity and the challenges with impulse control and focus. So it's a natural way of treating ADHD, and after approximately 15 sessions of training, the ADHD symptoms are drastically reduced, if not gone. And the thing about training the brain naturally is that now the neural pathways are towards that new, healthier functioning way and should continue that way. Might need a little tune-up, a little tweak from now and then, but you're not having to take medication long-term. So just wanted to share some information with you today about how neurofeedback can help if you, as an adult, are having challenges with focus and attention and have some adult diagnosed ADD or ADHD. If you have a teen, 13 or older, who could benefit from neurofeedback. Now's a great time to do that. We're in the summer months, and we can really do those neurofeedback training sessions kind of back to back so that we can build the prefrontal cortex, set your teen up for success when school starts again next month. So wanted to share that information with you. Again, hope that you are having a great Thursday. Happy pre-Friday. You guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk with you soon.